There were a few times that the Rebbe came suddenly, Shabbos morning to 770, and whoever was there, he called them into his room, and he said a mimer for them. For instance, Shabbos Parsha Tetzaveh, Parsha Zocher, which was Tes Oder Tov Shin Chai. Also Shabbos Parshas Achar Meis Gdeishim, which was Yud Gimel Iyar Tov Shin Chof Aleph. The Rebbe called the people in and said a mimer. Actually, Rabbi Leibel wasn't even there, and the Chazor and the Anoche had to be done without him, etc., etc. The Shabbos before Yud Shvat, Tov Shin Chof Beis, the Rebbe also came to 770, and he came early in the morning, I think around 8 o'clock. And he told the bocher that he should tell everybody who was there, should tell him to come into his room, and he's going to say a maimer. Leibel, when he came in and he said this, he saw that in the Zal, there was a minyan going on for Kriyas HaTorah. Since it's the Shabbos before Yud Shvat, everyone was having an aliyah, so you have to make separate minyanim. So there was a minyan going on of Kriyas HaTorah. So then when the Rebbe went into his room and the people went into his room, the Rebbe said, this is what they told. I wasn't there. I came mamish about 10-15 minutes later. But they say that the Rebbe said that the minyan who was by Kriyas HaTorah should go back. In other words, they heard that there's going to be a maimer. I think that's what happened. No one realized that what they're doing, and they just left the Sefer Torah. And the Rebbe said that the minyan should go back to the Sefer Torah that's there. And no one at the first moment moved. Then the Rebbe said that someone should lock the door. And again, the Rebbe didn't point at anybody specific, so no one felt the achrayus to go and lock the door, so the door wasn't locked. This is what they said over when I came later. And the Rebbe looked and waited a moment, and then the Rebbe had his chumash open, obviously to the posuk that he was planning to start the mimer with. The Rebbe closed the chumash, and he said, Heint vet ke maimer nit sein. Today will not be a mimer. And there was no mimer that morning, and from then on, this never happened. Till then, it happened a few times. And actually, Rabbi Mentlik missed the first time it happened, so from then on, every Shabbos, he would come to 770 by 8 o'clock. Every Shabbos. Just in case there'll be a mimer. And that's why Takit Tov Shin Chof Aleph, he was there by the mimer, and he was one of the people who led the Chazorah then. And he continued doing that later on too. But there was no mimer from Tov Shin Chof Aleph, the last one that was the mimer Shabbos morning before davening. Then the Rebbe wanted to do it Shabbos before Yud Shvat Tov Shin Chof Beis, but he didn't, and then on it never happened again. But Rabbi Mentlik still kept on coming, saying just in case there'll be a mimer, he wouldn't miss it. But Leibel, since then, there wasn't again.